Okay, YouTubers. Today is just a budget thing again. I'm right into the steam locomotives, and as you saw, I've got a little Jinty in front of me here. And when I first started off with my DCC layout, I started with this set here, mixed freight, which come with the 8 class shutter there. So then what I've done is I've looked on eBay. I found another Jinty. It was only cost me about $15. This is the shell, it was. That's the LNER shell there. A nice different delivery to what I've got. Both LNER locomotives. But all I've done, as you can see there, just remove the shell and place the new shell on there, which gives that whole engine a new life in my layout. Because most of my locomotives are all my locomotives are all steam locomotives, and that's the theme I'm trying to stick with steam locomotives. So that's just a budget way of getting a new locomotive without paying out the big dollars for a whole locomotive. You'll see that hall class going past there. Those 3 LMS coaches there, they're actually off that build your own model railway. They were, I think here they were $7, $8 each. You know, so I brought 3 of those for my layout. Only thing I had to do was just retake the weight out of them. They were very, very heavy coaches. Just coming down the corner here. They were very, very heavy coaches, so I've removed the weight out of them, because you'd have a couple of those in a line and the locomotives were flat out trying to pull them. So I've removed the weight. Also, I had trouble with the couplings in the middle of it, the actual spring-loaded system. So I've actually removed the springs on it. So you go across points then that just derail. So I've removed the springs from each of the bogies and their thing. But since I've done that, I've had hardly any problem with them at all. As you can see my layout at the present moment, I finished off that siding for the coaches, the inclines in. I've just made a third loop on the inside of the 2 main lines. That's only just there in place to start off with. It's just putting a few ideas into carrot. Well, most people won't have that bend there that train's going through at the moment. That might be a straight through joint to the outside. Of course, in this area here is where I want to put the round yard for the locomotives, the turntable, and going around the ring. As you can still see, I've still got. I've also been to the Brisbane rail shows, and I've actually purchased a lot of items from there as well, coaches and trucks and things like that for my layout. So it's just a cheaper way of doing things. I know I can't afford to buy all brand new stuff, even though all my locomotives are all brand new, except for the old B12 in the back there. That's from my original set back in the old days. But I may just, as I said before, just replace the motor drive on it with a brand new one that I've seen on eBay. It runs perfectly now. I've also DC chipped it. But all my locomotives are all railroad locomotives. I cannot afford to buy good ones. I have purchased one locomotive on eBay, which is this Patriot class locomotive you can see here. A couple of problems with it when I brought it. I started running it, then it wouldn't run because the gears weren't connecting. So what actually happened is that I took it to the local Hobbarama shop, and the bloke there, Jim, he looked at it for me. The actual clip which holds the motor down was broken, so he super glued that back together for me, and it's running alright now. But the only trouble now I have is got a bit of a skip as it runs along. It jumps a little bit as it goes along, so I'm gathering it might be the back bogie wheels that are bent or something in the axle. I haven't actually gone to pull it apart yet to look at it. And it's a super detailed model, and it's the first one I've ever bought like that, and it must be the last one I buy. There's too much mucking around with it, because I'm still getting quite a lot of satisfaction out of these railroad model locomotives. They're all good runners, all got a fair amount of detail on it. They're all not perfect, but yet for the pleasure I get out of it, it's great. So that's about my little update for the time being. As you can see, not a great deal going on, but just that was my main object, was just that little Jinty that I've now I've got, which was once former life, was the '08 class, and now it's been revived as a little Jinty, an LNER Jinty. So there we go. I've got this Patriot coming through now with the LNER Suburban coaches on there. So I've got 4 of those, which then makes up a good train for this little locomotive. I have 2 coaches, and the D49 class locomotive up on top there. It gives her a couple of coaches too, so I could, when I get this inner side line, this inside rail going, it's actually going to go around there and a point into here, a point coming down into this section here where I'm going to have sort of a rail through and a couple of sidings, or like run around sidings put there for goods trains to be marshalled in. And as you might notice too, that all of my points are just the short points. I haven't gone into detail of buying long points on it, just through the cost reasons, you know. There's a few points, and when you start adding all these points up, at $30 a pop, they become very, very expensive to have a lot of points. So I've just stuck with the basic short turnouts, and that's what I'm doing with. So that's about it for the time being. I'll catch up a bit more with some more details as things come along. I did buy on eBay another little locomotive, which Jim from Hobarama is fixing up. It's a little Patriot class locomotive with the open cab. Jim's actually repairing the gears on that for me. I had to buy some gears from Pete Spares over in the UK. So the gearing for actually, which fits into these same locomotives here, these 2 here, will fit into that one. So I'll have 3 little 060 locomotives to run around on my layout, and that one only paid $30 odd, $35 for that little Jinty. Then I had to pay another $10 for the gears. So for $40, I'll give you a little review on that locomotive when I get it back. That's it for now. That's for Mark signing off.